Hello everyone, let's take a look at our next problem. What is the smallest positive integer with 6 positive odd integer divisors and 12 positive even integer divisors? Okay, so we're looking for interesting. Okay, so we're going to be obviously looking at a lot of sort of prime decompositions of things. So we're going to think of, like, what are the small primes? 2, 3, 5, 7. I wouldn't be surprised if 7 doesn't make an appearance here. So smallest positive integer with 6 positive odd integer divisors. Well, in some ways, the odd ones are going to be easier to handle here, the odd divisors, because the divisors themselves will have to factor into only odd numbers. I'm kind of inclined to do a half of a bit of a guess and check thing on this. So a really naive guess would be something like 3 to the 6 times 2 to the 12. This is certainly not going to be the case. This is way larger than it needs to be. But how many odd divisors does this have? Let's call this n. Well, the odd divisors, I guess we only need 3 up to 3 to 5 because 1 is a divisor itself. So the divisors here, the odd divisors, are 1, 3, 9, 27, 3 to the power of 4, and 3 to the power of 5. Those are 6 odd numbers that divide n. There can't be any other odd divisors. So the number n is certainly going to have it's going to have 3 to the 5 as its sort of odd factorization. If we replaced one of those 3's with a 5, n will only get larger. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Just a second. What if we have 3 squared times 5 times 2 to the k? What are the odd divisors now? There's 1, 3, and 9, and 5. Uh, 15 and 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that will be 3 squared times 5 will be a lot less than 3 to the 5. Right. Okay, so now we need to figure out what the value of k is. So there are 12 positive even integer divisors. If k is equal to 1, then this will give us the even divisors will be exactly these numbers multiplied by 2. So I think we need k to be equal to 2. So now the even divisors are simply these numbers times 2 and also those numbers times 4. Okay, so let's work out what n is. 4 times 9 times 5, which is 20 times 9, which is 180. I believe this is the correct answer. This is the smallest positive integer with 6 odd integer divisors and 12 positive even integer divisors. Yeah, I almost slipped up in throwing everything into multiples of 3 here, or powers of 3. But a little bit of thought when you realize that by including 1 power of 5, you have a lot more ways of making combinations to get more odd integer divisors, and that'll lower the value of the product. Yeah, so that's my answer, 180. If I have any more thoughts about this question or if I find a mistake, I'll include it in the description. Thanks for watching.